Guys, I always wanted to play with the racket of Roger Federer, but the RF97 was always way too hard to handle for me. So I was pretty excited a few months ago when I heard that Roger collabed with Wilson to bring out his own racket line, the RF01. I'm also very excited that I was able to play with the 300 gram and the 320 gram version of the RF01. Let me know in the comments what you think of the racket line of Roger Federer. Let's start with the regular RF01. Before we get into the on-court experience, let's take a quick look at the specs of the regular RF01. This racket weighs 300 gram, has a 16x19 string pattern and a 98 square inch head size. Its stiffness comes in at 64 and it has a swing weight of 319. What sets this racket apart is its lack of any advanced technology. There's no dampening system, no exotic material. This is a racket designed for pure and unfiltered feedback. Which brings me to the first category, the feel. Guys, the feel of this racket is truly something else. I've played with many rackets, but this one is unique. The raw feedback you get from this frame is unmatched. When you hit the sweet spot, the ball pocketing feels amazing. But I'll be honest, the sweet spot is smaller than what you might find on other 98 square inch rackets, like the Pure 98 or Yonex frames. When you miss the sweet spot, the racket becomes noticeably less forgiving. Outside, hits feel stiffer, though not as stiff as the Pro, which we'll get to shortly. The rawness is both the strength and the challenge of the RF01. It's a racket that demands precision, but rewards you with incredible feel when you get it right. Roger and Wilson did a phenomenal job with stability on this frame. For a 300 gram racket, this is as stable as it gets. Whether I was hitting return against heavy serves or ripping forehands down the line, the RF01 held up beautifully. Even on off-center hits, the frame didn't wobble or shake. It just absorbs the impact and stayed solid as a rock. If you're someone who likes to attack and dictate the pace, this stability is a huge plus. It gives you confidence to go for your shots without worrying about the racket twisting in your hands. With its 300 gram weight and 319 swing weight, the RF01 is incredibly easy to swing. It feels light and maneuverable, which means you can generate excellent racket speed. This makes it versatile, so you can hit with spin or flatten out your shots depending on your style. However, keep in mind that this is not a power racket or a spin machine. If you want more power spin, you have to generate it yourself. This racket is for players with fast strokes and good technique, though the RF01 offers a fantastic balance of stability, feedback and maneuverability. Intermediate and advanced players with an aggressive mindset will love the RF01. It's not just a racket, it's a weapon for players who like to attack. Spin isn't the racket's strongest suit, but it offers decent spin potential. It's not a spin machine like some other racket, but its lighter frame and the stiffness give you some room to work with. It's best suited for players who rely on technique and clean hitting rather than trying to generate massive spin with every shot. The RF01 is not a power-focused racket, but it does provide a moderate amount of pop if you put in the work. Compared to other rackets in its wide range, it's a bit easier to generate power than the Pro version, especially for players with fast swings. This racket is all about control, but with clean technique you can still drive the ball with decent power. Now let's move on to the RF01 Pro. This racket shares the same 98 square inch head size and 16x19 string pattern as the RF01. But the rest is a whole different story. The Pro weighs a hefty 320 grams, has a very high stiffness rating of 67 and a swing weight of 331 grams. This is a very hefty racket to use. It is not for everyone. It's a serious frame designed for advanced players who know their way around the court. Like with the RF01, the Pro offers outstanding feel and control. Inside the sweet spot you get great ball pocketing and the feedback is again incredibly raw. What sets the Pro apart is how precise it feels. No matter where I was on the court, whether I hitting ground strokes, volleys or serves, I knew exactly where my shots would land. This level of control makes the RF01 Pro a dream for players who prioritize placement and precision over power. But keep in mind, this racket outside the sweet spot feels incredibly stiff. It's solid like a rock, but it's incredibly stiff, which can lead to arm issues down the line. Now, let's talk about playability, because this is where the RF01 Pro sets itself apart. First off, this racket is not for everyone. It's made for attacking tennis, and to get the most out of it, you need clean technique and good footwork. If you don't move well, this racket will punish you. At 320 grams, you definitely feel the weight of the frame. It's not as effortless to swing as the regular, but it's still surprisingly manageable for its specs. For players who like to step into the court and attack, the Pro is phenomenal. It lets you hit through the ball with power and precision, but only if you're in the right position. Footwork is key here. You've got to be quick and efficient. The RF01 is amazing and simply incredible when it comes down to stability. Even against heavy hitters, this frame stays solid like a rock, especially on the returns, and even when I was late or caught off guard, the racket absorbed the impact and remained stable. This racket thrives under pressure. It's built for players who demand consistency and control in every shot. The RF01 Pro is definitely not a power racket, it's a low power frame, meaning you'll need to generate your own pace. The heavier weight and stiffer frame require more effort from the player, but it rewards those who have good technique and good footwork. For advanced players with clean strokes and strong footwork, the Pro allows you to control power precisely, but it's definitely not an easy racket to use if you're looking for effortless power. Spin potential on the RF01 Pro is also limited. The smaller head size and the tighter string pattern, of course with the heavy swing weight, is not ideal to generate spin. And that's where the RF01 Pro may disappoint players who rely on spin as part of their game. It's not impossible to generate spin, but you'll need to focus on your technique and hitting with precision. So guys, in the end, I only have to say these rackets are worth trying, absolutely. The RF01 is perfect for intermediate to advanced players who want a racket that's stable, easy to swing and offers incredible feel. It's a great choice for attacking players who like to dictate the pace. The RF01 Pro, on the other hand, is only for advanced players who are looking for a stable but heavy frame. It's not forgiving at all, but for those who can handle it, it delivers unmatched stability, control and precision. And if you're struggling with your serve, be sure to watch this video next.